Alrighty, I hope the mic is decent enough. We're going to dive into a Capricorn reading right out the gate. I heard the song A Drop in the Ocean. I forget who that's by. I think his name's like Ron or something. Something else, something could be in construction, something could be taking longer than you may expect, but I think it's because it's more stable. There's also something about emotions. There could have been like a level of dryness or forgetting about something, maybe something you put something on the emotional back burner for a while. There could be something about forgetting something like something vital like water or emotions or something about that. We are going to be experiencing a water trine more so in November, right? With Saturn already in Pisces going retrograde, finishing up there with Neptune now. I think tomorrow going retrograde finally into Pisces, so it's wrapping up a transit there as well. So we're kind of revising ground that we're finishing up these long ass transits. Neptune takes 165 years to go through all the zodiac signs. I think it's 14 years per zodiac sign. So these are huge kind of transits that we're experiencing in 2025 to 2026. So we also have Uranus about to go retrograde in Taurus. So if you have any prominent placements in November, you'll experience that as it wraps up, and then everything will go more so direct in 2026 with Saturn, Neptune going into Aries full-fledged in Uranus. So 111 could be relevant. I feel like I'm forgetting something that was a download, but whatever. If it comes up, it comes up. Let's get some sage to start us out for my Capricorns. Yeah, I think his name's Ron Pope, actually. A drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was waiting for the day that we might get together. I think it was something like that. Something about the East Coast, maybe. Could be relevant, but now that we have some sage going, let us begin. Let's get into your energy. Capricorn, what's the vibe for the tribe? This is your card right at the gate. Confirmation. So the devil here. You could be communing with your ancestors a lot at this time, or you could be journaling, or maybe you're having like new ways of like maybe you just picked up a notebook and started writing some shit down. Maybe you're just kind of journaling off the spry or off the cuff. I don't know what spry means. Seeing smelts. So it could be something about fish or eating fish or tiny fish. Maybe you're like sardines or something or sprats. You could be Eastern European, potentially Russian. Or maybe you're rushing something, maybe you want something to go faster or something like that. This could be like more so emotionally, so maybe you're being called to like, maybe that's why you've had to put something on the back burner, but yeah, I feel like you're improving your strength, or you could be really focusing on like having the strength to go forward with things or improving that. That could be your main focus. I think your money is also something that you're looking to make changes. You could be like manifesting or making ideas or like brainstorming ways or solutions or ideas. You could be getting downloads from your spirit team, asking questions, receiving answers, right? Pray constantly, talk to your spirit team in your head. Doesn't have to be like a formal affair. God is pretty chill. There's something about a new opportunity. You're also in love, potentially. Something about your work could be changing, Capricorn. Oh, and love. Love could be changing. Yeah, justice, Libra energy, relational energy here, contracts coming in maybe. I feel like this is in the present to future, if not present already. Yeah, there's something that you need to see clearly about maybe your mother or your emotional realm or like illusions, lies you could have bought in. I feel like you're reflecting a lot, maybe on a friend or an opportunity. This could be work-based as well. I think you're getting ready to come out of some kind of stagnancy or stasis mode. I don't know why my voice is getting all scratchy. Let's get some water. Alrighty, I want to get you guys a beautiful rune for my Capricorn energies. What's the tune to the rune from the highest teams of love and light, Angel Michael, Capricorn? Ingus, Bracana. Somebody else got that. I think Sag did. Soello. So overcoming something quite monstrous. He's got like a crocodile there or something. So let's go ahead and see. Ingus rune meaning. Fertility, new beginnings, and successful completion. Interesting. The deity of fertility and prosperity. It symbolizes a time of gestation and the energy needed that is ready to be born, representing both physical and creative potential. And then we have Soello. Symbolizes success, clarity, vitality, and achievement of goals. It's a powerful rune of illumination and life-giving energy, bringing joy and positive fortune. It suggests being on the right path, experiencing personal growth, and recognizing opportunities. So this could be contracts, paths, people, places, but also carriers of a reminder to stay proactive and strive for continuous improvement. So let's actually get your advice because I'm kind of curious. Hmm. You could be turning some things around in your life, especially if you've been like experiencing like a bout of, losses or bad karma or something. Capricorn, what's your advice? Actions. Something about your strength though. There's something about improving your sense of strength. You could be working out or taking better care of your body or something like that, or just feeling this increased sense of power. It can also be coming from the mental faculties. Like I feel like there's a level of clarity, a waking up almost. You could be connecting with certain soulmates, so there could be like certain emotional inspirations at this time. Maybe even art could be relevant for you. There's some kind of like divine downloads or inspirations that's going to allow you to overcome something I think that's been troubling you for a while. So we asked what your advice was, right? So we got the Page of Cups. This could be like reflecting on your emotions, could be communicating your emotions, could be coming out of some kind of repetitive loop or pattern. I think the collective got this actually. Eight of Swords energy in a similar position. Just for you, it's in the future position. So I see maybe you haven't fully escaped something yet, but definitely check out the collective because they. I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Just because they got that card doesn't mean it's the same reading. So let's see what else your advice is for Capricorn. Ooh, manifest. Yeah, manifest your way out of things. Manifest your way into solutions, especially if you've been dealing with like family situations or emotional situations in the past that haven't yielded what you wanted. With the Ten of Cups in the reverse, this is like a family that argues. This is like sadness. This is like quietness. It says I think there. Yeah, quietness, pity, waste, arguments, dissipation, disunity. So that could have been something in the past that you're moving beyond with strength here, really strategizing something. Somebody here could play soccer, or I don't know. There's just something about that. But let's continue to move on. I'm gonna grab a golden for my beautiful golden boys, maybe Capricorn. I don't know. Maybe I was speaking to a man. Capricorn, what's your advice? Chant. So yeah, really, your words have that tone, have that frequency. It's interesting because the Inga's rune here, Inga's, I don't know how to say it, but it looks like a little net. I think this is like the symbol of like a net, like a fisherman's net. So there is something here about maybe having to build the structures around to capture something almost. It's kind of giving. So let's go ahead and see chant. Hear me roar, hear me loud, I am here in my truth. Interesting. So the more that you can speak that, the more you actually manifest it into reality. So maybe you just need to write this down or talk, say it aloud, say it to yourself, talk to others, and claim what you are creating. Communication isn't just about listening. It's true you must be willing to hear different sides of the story or give others their space to be heard. But if you're like the type of person who's always like looking to others and what they're saying, like you have no authenticity, you're not listening to your own soul, right? You're not listening to your divine inspiration, you're not connected to your spirit team, to your own emotions, right? You also need your time to share what is within your soul. And sometimes you realize that as you talk, as you tell somebody or write something down, sometimes things just come up fluidly. You have pulled chant because your voice needs to be heard. There is strength and authority in you that is ready to take charge of your situation. I feel that people who have struggled speaking or communicating probably have a lack of being able to manifest in their life as well, because words, or the god Thoth, where the idea thought comes from, if people can suppress your voice, that you don't have your own thoughts or words, and then you're constantly controlled by others, you don't create your own reality then. Everybody else creates it for you. So not only that, but you may find others have been looking to you for guidance, and your willingness to share your truth gives others permission to share theirs too. It's like hearing a sudden voice in a room of silence, singing the beginning of a moving song. So this could be about needing to take that first step to get the ball rolling. Like this could be like sending out that application or sending that email or sending that text, or whatever you got to do. One by one, others join in until the room is full of melodic thunder. I think it's giving me this vibe of like this. There's these videos. I think it's like Greek or like Orthodox or like, I don't know, maybe it's like Eastern European, but it's like they're singing and they make sounds of like rain with their clapping or something. Like they're able to like make the sound of rain, I think, or something like that. So that could be relevant. Or maybe music. You could be like listening, like really programming yourself with music. Music could be really important, like what you're putting in your head, in your mind. Like, are the songs that you're listening to sad, pity, love songs, or are they more so empowering? You have more influence than you probably realize, and it's time for you to step up by allowing others to see you will be silenced no more. So maybe you need to talk first with your spirit team as well. Like, first begin with that, like talk in your head to God, talk to your spirit team, pray constantly, pray all the time, or write down things, to start journaling a little bit, just like impromptu. You don't need to do a little kumbaya session and like you christen the freaking writing and sit down, and because sometimes that really takes away. Just do it. Just grab a pen, grab a napkin, write something down, and see how that helps you maybe in some way to reflect or something like that. But let's get you juicy messages for Capricorns. So maybe like if you're not sure how to say something, because now I'm getting that Justin Timberlake songs. I think it's like with Chris Stapleton. I think it was like say something. say some. So it's like interesting how like things can be created or not created all through what we do, right? There's always timelines and parallel timelines of what's the parallel timeline if you did do that thing. That's why they say sometimes shake it up by doing something that's not in your usual routine, because it will activate you on a different timeline or activate you to align with a different timeline. Like maybe in that timeline you got a bagel, which you normally never do. And then on that timeline, because you got the bagel, you felt better and you had an idea, and then a download came through because you were elevating with your heart and soul. So as such, you were elevating your frequency. Now you can communicate with these higher frequencies, right? So you're more receptive to these ideas. And as such, that idea, you tell somebody, and a coworker connects you with somebody, and then a job opportunity comes from it. And it's all because you went for a bagel, right? Like it could be something just simple. I don't know if you get it, if you don't, whatever. Capricorn. I mean, search out, seek and you shall find. I think Sleepless in Seattle or something like that could be relevant. Meg Ryan, I think. Isn't that? Let's see. Because isn't that the thing where Tom Hanks like calls into a radio station or something? Isn't that the whole premise? I don't remember the movie well. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just like voicing or finding someone to speak to. Carving your own path. Perseverance is your power. Okay. Yeah, there could be something about like maybe you used to like repress like I don't know. There's something about merging both the emotions and the soul or something maybe. It says being involved with bad people is worshiping the devil, right? It gets you involved in the wrong timelines, the wrong frequencies, the wrong people, trouble, right? People that want to frame you, people that want to hurt you. It's pulling you away from your divine purpose. It's not rewarded by God. Trying to not let go of your energy. Divine working with them. So the divine is trying to help them. You can pray to ask them to, Angel Michael or any other deities to cut the cords around them, from, to ignorance or, to fears or the devil, to allow them to ascend and hopefully heal. Invest in yourself and thrive, but it's not your responsibility to be there or anything like that, right? Because I'm seeing somebody like possessed. No offense, bless. They are their own holdup. Yeah, this could be somebody like usually people who like don't do the shadow work get possessed really easily, right? Because there's a lot of leaks or auric holes. There's a lot of fears. There's a lot of disempowerment. Fail like that energy is just it needs to be cleared, needs to be cleansed and healed and loved and things like that. So energy protection. So maybe you weren't protecting your energy in the past. Maybe you were investing your time or entertaining things that you shouldn't have been. It's not hard, just new. So this could feel like it's not even hard. What you're trying to do or what it's just like, just do it. Just like, just do it. Like literally, it's like tiny little things. It's like, you might overthink throwing out the garbage, but if you just got up, threw out the garbage, done, feel great, feel achieving, beautiful. So, yeah, I don't know. There's somebody in the past that it says never get married to them. So I don't know if that's for like somebody in the past. I feel like it is. Yeah, confirmation on that. So this is maybe somebody from the past they don't want you to get involved with. I don't know. I think you need somebody on the same frequency as you if that aligns. Like if you've been healing yourself a lot, you're not going to resonate with like groups of people that are not on that same frequency. Want to control you through your sympathy. So this could be somebody who's like an emotional gaslighter, or they don't want to heal themselves, but they want to take everyone down to hell with them. Kind of energy, blame everybody but them. They're very lazy. They don't take accountability. Dallas Buyers Club. So somebody here could be from Dallas. I think that's a movie about like how corrupt certain industries can be, like the medical industry. Why they might even harm people just for profit. So that could be relevant. Expect the unexpected. A pleasant awakening. So this could actually like be something you quite enjoy or you realize you enjoy. It's kind of giving like maybe somebody here was very stubborn. They're like, no, I know what I like and I only like this thing on the menu. And it's like what they, you know what I mean? Like there's something about like, I feel like you try something new, or there's just kind of like, well, they took it off the menu. So it's like, you don't even get the option anymore, right? Like it's kind of like God's removing this off your menu or your life. And now he's like, so what do you want now? Because we have like mango smoothies, we have like strawberry smoothies, we can do anything you want, we can do pasta, like what do you want? And now you're kind of like, you know what? I've always wanted to try that tortellini thing, and you try it and you like it, and you're like, wow, this is a new favorite. I actually like this more than the last thing. So it's like you wouldn't have even gotten the ability to do that if you had not broken away from certain things. So maybe that's relevant. But I feel like you have options for sure. Looks can be deceiving. So this could be about reading people's energies as well. Like you ever see those books that are on bookshelves that have like this great marketing, and then you like flip through the book and you realize it's an entire waste of time to read this book. Like it's bullshit. Like it's just not aligned with you. It's just not where you're at in your life. You don't want it. Versus a book that you might pull off the shelf that doesn't really like, have some kind of like eye-catching, gimmick vibe, but you realize you flip through it and you're like, the chapters are nicely laid out, and everything's kind of there's real substance in this book that can help you, or you flip to a random page and it's exactly what you needed to hear. So um, sometimes giving and you can try that. I think that's like a style of divination or something where you like open books. Actually, let's do that. Why not do that? Capricorn. Leg up. Interesting. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. And this is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though, and ask, and it is given. That's interesting because, I mean, so much of reality is that. That's the whole concept of the secret or whatever frequencies, quantum entanglement. It's like ask for what you want, pray, ask for it, because if you don't ask for it, I can't give it to you. Like, there's no divine intervention if you don't ask for your angels to come and protect you from evil people in your life. Like, you know how people will do that in the times of need. They're like, I'm praying for protection. Now they can come in and help. So don't wait until, or waste your moments, or don't wait until like things are dire for you to pray or ask for what you want. So let's see. Your karma is better than theirs. So maybe it's no competition, but you just need to know that, because if somebody has bad karma, that's going to reflect on their home. That's going to reflect on all the relationships. It's going to affect you as well. Anchoring in your desired reality. So this could be like, I'm seeing this as something, you're doing this now. We're in that new moon phase today. They are intentionally blocking your money. So this could be somebody who is like trying to hold you back or hold you prisoner or siphon or use you. They stole a part of your soul, right? So you could have maybe even given this person more power, energy. Maybe it's going to take you some time to like extract yourself away from this person's energy, but definitely do it if it's worth it. I mean, I think you're manifesting, and it might not take as long as you think as well. Relationships are poker. Interesting. So maybe this is about reading people's, faces, reading their expressions, reading the cards, reading the room, reading the environment, reading your own cards. Instant feedback from your spirit team. So ask the question, you'll get that instant feedback, and you'll get better at listening to it, right? Like, should I go left or right? And if they say right, you take a right, and you're like, you know what? I didn't know why logically I had to go right, but as I went right, I bumped into I found $100 bill in the grass, and it's like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, check your voicemail. So maybe somebody's going to leave you a voicemail, or somebody wants to, maybe you have a voicemail you need to check in the future, or I don't know, maybe you're leaving a voicemail. I don't know. Did I call you collective? I hope I didn't call you collective. Capricorn, people in placements. The Druid, very interesting. Somebody could have been pulling you away from like your beliefs or spirituality or your health, your routines. Or maybe they just don't reciprocate enough with you or something. I don't know. Magic, empowerment, and enchantment. He encourages you to embrace your own magic and empower yourself with spellcraft, right? Like, if you don't know what you want, you're never going to manifest. You're manifesting constantly anyways, right? So, but if you're not conscious about what you're manifesting, or you don't know what you want, if you don't write it down or do some kind of like intentional kind of asking for what you want, even just mentally, then that'll be difficult, right? So step into your power and use it for the good of yourself and others. There is nothing wrong with casting spells to get ahead or bring about a golden opportunity. You're not taking anything away from anyone else, especially if you're doing it like the highest good of all. The world is a place of abundance, and there is enough success to go around. And if anything, people need to use this more, like hoping for the praying and healing of Earth, right? For example, or sick people in the world. But you do have to stake your claim to your fair share. Use your magic wisely. Feel free to cast for a bright and happy future or for the success of your goals, just as the Druids would have done. So somebody could have been trying to take away your ability to do this, or like dim your light or something, or smelling chicken. I don't know what that's about. So maybe you know something. Maybe this person's chicken or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, or they wanted to slow your abundance. They didn't want you to manifest. There's something about like they didn't want you to have the ability to move freely. So maybe this person, obviously, like maybe if you're at a lower state, or like you are in debt or something, then you won't be able to detach or be free. So this could be somebody who projects negativity on you, so I would be careful to shield your energy from this person, and also consciously elevate your frequency, like align with the frequency and the timeline that you want. It could be really important to build those structures, because if you're constantly manifesting and somebody projects to you, now you're manifesting their thoughts. That's how basic society works, right? Like, that's why governments try to keep people off. They don't want people to, for example, like when quarantine was a thing, I understand it was about that, but it was also a time when the economy was shit. You know what I mean? So it was like we didn't want people to unite or to overthrow us. So yeah, it temporarily worked, keeping people quarantined, and then after with all this Trump stuff happening right now, separating people, dividing people, like all these different tactics and methods, so that the real problem won't be solved. So just be careful of that. Um, but I think your spirit team is watching you. You could have like certain ancestors specifically. It could be a grandmother figure or a father figure, but Capricorn messages. So about snakes, or maybe they see the snakes before you see the snakes, Capricorn. Like they see them in your grass before you do. So you could be worried that you were gonna lose wealth or something, or that you were losing wealth in the past. Yeah, and you were. It was a love situation. It was a karmic situation. It was because it was throwing off your sense of deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And without that, you can't manifest success. If somebody keeps you in a frazzled state, you cannot manifest empowerment, right? Like if people are working for pennies, they can't really unite, right? Kind of energy. So this could be about like your value. Like maybe somebody was just really devaluing you, Capricorn. But I think you're seeing this more clearly in the future with hidden secrets revealed. I think things are beginning to be revealed to you about what was actually harming you at the end of the day. It could be a Taurus or something about your self-worth or money could have been part of this, or manifesting something about money could be big. But I see you just growing too big for the environment that you're currently in. You're going to need to change, like the plant needs to be changed in pots. Like you can't, maybe when you were 12, this was a good pot for you. Maybe you were when you were 16, maybe when you were 20, but you're not maybe you're not those ages anymore, right? Like maybe you're 30 or 40. Like there's something about like you need to move on. You need to move to an area that is meant for you. Or I'm seeing like a park. I'm seeing like nature. I'm seeing like the wild nature, the wilderness, right? It doesn't have to be the wilderness. I'm seeing more of a park, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe you're going to a park or something like that, or you like parks, or somebody here likes parks, or there's just something very peaceful coming to you in the future. So I heard it's about time. So let's see. Like maybe you've been in that little, I don't know where trees get grown, but is it like an arbitrarium or arbitrarium? I don't know. I have no idea. Capricorn people, an arborarium, I don't freaking know. I'm sorry. Sorry to all the landscapers. Maybe you work in landscaping or something. Small things create a big outcome, cumulative. So like even just awareness, like having awareness snowballs into like taking steps, and then those taking steps snowballs into manifestations, right? So it all starts from somewhere. Trying to bind you up legally, so do be careful. Maybe that's why there was something about not getting married to them. I'm seeing this person could want to marry you for money and then divorce you or something, so just be aware of that. They are their own holdup. We already saw that. Dictators. So maybe this person doesn't have as much control over you as they once did, or you're removing their control from your life. Energy protection. We already read that. Clearing is happening. Interesting. So yeah, maybe you're needing to cut the garden or cut the grass or something like that. They curse themselves by trying to curse you. I mean, everybody manifests what they do. So if somebody wants to cause you harm, that they're manifesting that in their field, and that's going to happen, right? But you don't have to accept that projection for sure. So I feel very tired all of a sudden. You're reading. I don't think there's much else to say. We'll get you a past life for the Capricorns. Father in the reverse. This could be something about your mother. Your mother. Yeah, you've been clearing something out. Sage could be relevant. We did light sage as we started your reading. So let's go ahead and pull up medicine man and women. We have doves on the top of the deck. So let's go ahead and see. I feel like you've thought that something has been going on for a long time, and you could very well be right? We're closing out huge cycles with Saturn wrapping up in Pisces. That's a huge 30-year cycle before it begins a new 30-year cycle. So a lot of cumulative effects are kind of ending energies. This card reveals your past lifetime as a healer. You brought this knowledge forward, and now it's embedded within your unconscious. This is why you have an instinctive knowledge of healing as well as a natural healing gift. So you could be getting downloads about what to do to help yourself heal as well. Listen to your spirit team or ask. You do this card to help you gain confidence as a healer. Yeah, there was something here about confidence, strength. This could even be just confidence to heal yourself, which is where it all starts, right? And then that elevates the consciousness of the collective, the universe, all over. Perhaps you're considering taking classes or entering a healing profession. This card indicates that you have a soul connection to the topic. While there's never a guarantee of absolute success, you have why do I want to say precision? Okay, you have a passion and a calling for healing that could form the basis of a successful practice. Well, let's see if we have any extra last messages. Capricorns. I'm seeing National Geographic, so I don't know if you travel or you're planning on traveling, or you like photography or you like travel or studying. Or maybe you're making collages, like vision boards. Like, what do you actually want in your life? Like, can you inspire yourself? Maybe you're like on Pinterest, saving your shit. Capricorn, or maybe just like saving. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Someone here could secretly hate you. You need to do some kind of warding. This is somebody from the past. Could be an Aries or just somebody very angry. I hate when entitled people are angry at you. It's like, bitch, you're an abuser and you're angry at me. I should be angry at you. And that's why you got to serve them a bit of their own medicine sometimes. They want to lie their way into a relationship with you. So maybe you're seeing this or something like that. They were projecting that you were naive. Ooh, interesting, but you're not. So maybe this person wanted you to be like this kind of person. So they were like, convincing you that you were dumb. You're a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Oh God. But I don't think you are. So, trying to break your heart purposefully. I think you already saw this. So yeah, be careful because this person could try to impact your like sense of feeling, like your identity, like your self worth, your self value. So let's get you one of these. Keep your energy fluid. There's something about like maybe stretching or changing things. I'm getting mutable energy. Like you could have mutable signs in your chart. Gemini. Why did I almost say Libra? But anyways, yeah. You could be listening to pick a card readings to help you psychic services, talking to psychics, mediums, or something like that, or counselors, or just listening to pick, readings on YouTube, so that so you can just gather a lot of information, or talk to your spirit team, ask them to guide you, or give you the understandings, or send the understandings towards you into your life. Ask for whatever you want. But the more that you're able to like anchor in this happy energy with blissed out here, I think that's very healing for you as well. It could be clearing out a lot of negativity as well, like the more that you anchor into happiness. So let's go ahead and see 19. That adds to 10, which is Capricorn energy. This could be about letting go of certain things. Number 9 says fulfillment, happiness, euphoria, taking time to show gratitude for all the good. This card, which unlocks, when you feel that way. This card means play because it elevates your frequency, which unlocks solutions. This card means play and success. Enjoy define this time. Sing Hannah Montana. Chase experiences that feel electric. You may find yourself in awe of what's possible as life's greatest gifts are illuminated. Isn't there that song like everybody makes mistakes? Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what it's talking about. So yeah, let's get you a witchy card. Capricorn from your highest teams of love and light, Angel Michael. You're being protected from something very interesting. I didn't realize how long your reading went. Wow, it didn't feel that way. Like sometimes I do readings and they're like 5 minutes long, and I swear to God, I've been doing the reading for like half an hour. And then sometimes I do readings like this where it's like literally 3 hours later, and it's like feels like it's been 10 minutes. So just crazy. So maybe there's something about that here. You are being guided to call in good spirits to help with your goal. Have you ever tried invoking a deity or angel? I think you've got this card before. If not, perhaps now is the time to give it a go. If you have, maybe there's a way a new deity is waiting or willing to help you. Don't be shy about asking others for help, like your spirit team, like Angel Michael. Like literally pray, like ask for exactly what you want in this moment. Like dear guardian angels, Michael, like sincerely pray from your heart. Close your eyes, take a moment, detach from everything, pray sincerely, and ask for them to remove anybody that's not for your highest good, or anybody who has nefarious intentions, or who has been holding you back or projecting illusions or energetic distortions, or has been affecting your ability to connect with your spirit team. Amen. And see what happens in your life, right? Or you could ask for something else, like, dear guardian angels and whatever, I want you to send me understandings today, or I want you to send me joys or something blissful and happiness, just to show that you love me and you're connected to me. Like whatever you want. Sometimes we need a little helping hand when things become overwhelming or we aren't sure how to proceed. Ask for clarity. You can also ask for signs too. Like if you like, show me, if the answer to this question is yes, show me an armadillo. If the answer is no, show me a frog. I don't know. Whatever. Set those codes up, right? I don't know shit. One time, I actually have a great story if you're curious. One time I was like in a dire, I was stressed. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Like life felt chaotic and confusing, which it usually does when you're around chaotic, confusing. Not when you're not on your path. When you're misaligned, shit will not feel clear. And I was definitely, we all make mistakes, but I was kind of, it was a test. I can see that's a test now, but at the time, I really needed clarity, and so I asked. I said, "Show me this animal of this. Show me this animal of that." And there was like a do or die moment when this decision was like getting really critical. Like it felt like it was building for some time. It was like a few weeks later after I'd spoken to my spirit team, asked them to show me, and time had passed. And that day, that symbol that I had asked to be shown for a certain answer was so freaking prominent. Like I literally walked in a room where this symbol was surrounded me everywhere. There was little figurines of it. There were paintings of it. I'd never been to this place, and they were filled with the symbol. You know, you know how like jarring that is. Like it was great, it was awesome. But like when that's happening in the present moment, I felt like I had left my body. How shocking it was. And then later on that same day, I was watching a movie, and the first scene, what do you think? What do you think was in the first scene? That exact symbol, the first scene, and it was just so freaking like the way the universe threads together like symbols and signs, and it was like such a critical point too that I had to make this decision. And it was like they didn't give me the answer immediately. They gave me like probably like 3 weeks or a month later, and when they did, the timing though was so good because it was a time it was the right timing to give me that because I needed to make a decision then and there, right? Like it was like building for some time. So I don't know. Maybe you need to ask for that. So, yeah, we're going to continue actually. Because I feel like if your reading is this chill for me right now, I mean, I have the energy, right? Some readings, it's like, you know, takes 2 minutes, but it feels like I've been there for half an hour. So, Capricorns, what's the vibe? Yeah, you could be leaving something that was very cursed, or this could be like based in a curse or something. Somebody here could have been broke, side note, or very greedy. Maybe secretly. I don't know. Maybe this is like when you lacked faith in the universe. Wait in the Truck by Hardy. So that's a great song if you're curious. Meet people on your level mentally. So maybe you're around people that are just like, even if they, have the degree. Oh, so you got your degree. You think you're so smart. No, but like even if they have that, if their mentality is like grade 10 or like 10 years old, you're not gonna vibe. Anyways, it's up to you though. Being guided to the right community. So we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. And it says they don't want you to make progress because they're not progressing. So I don't think it's holding you back in the future anymore. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and good luck. Take care.